Hi Pisces, this is Evelyn. We're going to do a read for you. We're going to pull some cards. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Okay, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the masculines, Venus, the feminines, Mars. Today is the 29th of November, so we have the lunar eclipse coming up tonight, and the reading is for the first half of December for Pisces. So I've already pre-shuffled. This is the Gilded Tarot. We have the Rider-Waite Mini as well. We're going to use for clarifiers. And I'll pull an oracle card at the end. This is for Pisces. So for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all is concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn for Pisces? And let's clear all negative blocks to positive flow through all chakra and auric systems, grounding and galactic cords across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and reality for the highest good of all is concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you'd like a more personal reading, all my information is below in the details. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you do like the read. And thank you all for joining me and spending your time with me. You can also find my information at my website, twinflames3344.com. And I have a CD out there called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames, if you want to check it out. It's only $1 for a song by Evelyn Stainthorpe. And so for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. For the first half of December 2020, this is for Pisces. One more. Pisces. All right, Pisces, first half of December 2020. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. All right, first card out for you guys is the Two of Pentacles. Just move the light a little bit. So the Two of Pentacles right in the middle of your read. So perhaps juggling, performing, keeping your balls up in the air, chasing the rainbow. The challenge for you is the Star. Not such a bad challenge there, Pisces. There could be some Aquarius energy there as well. The foundation for you is the Three of Swords reversed. There's some healing and forgiving that's being done right now in your foundation at the root. But again, the challenge could be making your dreams come true. The recent past for you is the Hermit reversed. Perhaps over-isolating or feeling like you're going crazy, or perhaps a parent who's losing their mind. Okay, maybe coming out about something. Presently in your crowning position is the Fool. Open-hearted, free to leap, perhaps skywriting, dealing with astrology here. Perhaps dancing. And coming up for you is the Magician reversed. Now he's not nice when he's upright, right? He's got a bit of a scowl on his face. So when he's reversed, he could be really out of control, feeling insecure. And you know, a man like that would not like feeling insecure. So if he's insecure and or manipulative, or lost, or doesn't have the tools to deal with certain things or emotions, or lost his tools perhaps, and can't do his tricks now, you see yourself as the Knight of Swords reversed. And that can be holding your tongue, or holding back an announcement, or lashing out at others, perhaps being verbally abusive. Around you, or others might see you as the Four of Pentacles reversed, or it could be somebody else as well. This is just the energy around you, though, which has to do with perhaps putting out all your cards on the table, letting go of holding on. The block for you has to do with strength, or Leo here. She's like the wind. Maybe there's someone you struggle with because things seem to come so easy to them. Maybe you don't see yourself that way. We have Virgo reversed, Aries upright, Aquarius upright, Virgo or Gemini reversed, and then Leo upright here. And we end up for you, Pisces, with the Page of Pentacles, the student, perhaps pursuing something new, And there's a peacock here that you might be very interested in, or maybe they're interested in you. Okay, so what is the connection to what's left hanging in limbo at the end of your read? The connection is the Three of Wands reversed, perhaps looking back, going back, or living in the past. Maybe you thought a ship sailed, but maybe it didn't. Maybe you ran into someone that maybe you knew a long time ago. What's hanging in limbo at the end of your read is peace. This is moving to a peaceful place, or perhaps sneaking out at night to find some peace, or perhaps vacation. But it looks like there's a frog in the grass over here watching to see where you're going. Okay. So you are going to get another card at the end of the read, probably more than one, just depends on the card. And then we're going to go into the underlying energies of what's been going on for you, Pisces. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the treasure chest, the wealthy family, business, or legacy, or perhaps your dream. The underlying energy here. Okay, we're going to get a little bit into that first before we go into the read. We have all right, again, so there's a Queen of Swords reversed back here. So I don't know if that's the person you might have a hard time with. Maybe they have Leo in their chart. Because we have the Queen of Swords reversed under this, and then you're the Knight of Swords reversed. So that could be a mother or a sibling. But here is the Four of Swords, the underlying energy. So perhaps getting rest, focusing on your heart, perhaps. Or just, meditating and focusing on your heart space that way. Praying, taking a break. And then we have the Knight of Cups. And this could be someone who's just moody. That could be a moody Pisces. But also could be someone who's jealous or insincere. It could be the schmoozer who pretends to love everybody but doesn't really love anyone. And then we have this card here, which is the Two of Wands reversed, which is feeling like you've no options, no path to choose. Or maybe you chose already, but you can't implement it right now. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is very well balanced, being charitable perhaps, or settling out with someone, sharing nicely. And then here's the money, the wealth, the treasure. And there's a turtle again. So the other one is a frog, but it's the same kind of energy. There's a frog spying. There's a frog here spying at night to see where you're going. And then over here is a turtle guarding the money, but maybe they're too slow to actually know when the imp is getting into the fund. Okay, so this is the underlying energy. So there may be some jealousy around wealth here and sharing the wealth, right? All right, so we're going to clarify everything. The recent past is Hermit reversed, which can be a Virgo reversed as well. And healing and forgiving. All around perhaps legacy or the community chest, what's shared in the family or the community, the business. You see yourself as juggling the rainbow, working hard, keeping things balanced, and the challenge is your dreams, making your dreams come true. And is that wealth, that treasure, is that your dream? Right? Because that's not usually the dream. The dream is about what makes you truly happy every day. So it's not really the idea around wealth shouldn't be your dream. What is it exactly that makes you happy every day? That's the dream. All right, so that just flew out with the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so we have the Hermit. So the Hermit may be a Virgo. This is someone who's wise or a professional or just a Virgo person. Can be a grandparent as well, but someone who's shedding light on the situation for you, perhaps an advisor or any kind of professional, really. This could be around finances because we have a lot of money here. This could be a financial advisor. And maybe in the past, maybe you didn't need their advice, but maybe now you do. Ending a family cycle or emotional cycle or a cycle of unhappiness. With the Hermit and the Ten of Cups reversed. And again, like what I just said, it maybe the Virgo is advising you to not focus on wealth to make you happy. It's not the wealth that makes you happy. It's the finding your true calling that makes you happy and will actually build you wealth, because you'll never get sick of doing it because you love to do it so much. So this also, with the Hermit in the reverse there, could be, you know, over isolating, feeling like you're going nuts, or literally someone losing their mind. It could be a parent who's losing their mind or has dementia or Alzheimer's. Someone maybe you need to take care of, or maybe this is the person who has the wealth, is the grandparent. And there's a lot of burden here. Maybe you have to take care of them. Feeling burdened, or there's Atlas energy here with the King of Pentacles. And again, this comes up with the wealthy family. There may be a lot of work associated with being attached to the King of Pentacles. Maybe you're deciding whether you want to get to know someone better. This can be a Virgo energy or have Virgo in his chart. And again, they may be from a wealthy family. But he's very upright. He's a very responsible person here. So if that's someone you're looking at as far as interest in dating, it looks like he is a very responsible person. Maybe you're seeing him take care of a parent. Maybe it's a side of him that you never knew before, especially if this is someone you haven't seen in a long time. The Three of Swords reversed. What's the healing going on within the family? Whether this is your family or someone else, because that could be somebody else. This is someone, could be bored or apathetic or ignoring someone, feeling sorry for themselves. It's not good enough for me. Like all these suitors offering perhaps love, or just these are all things in your life or opportunities that aren't floating your boat and you're kind of just tired of it all. This also could be grounding and integrating. You know, boredom is time to ground and integrate the lessons that you've just learned, to heal and forgive, and to integrate what you've just been through, right? Feeling imprisoned by offers. Okay. Or maybe you were feeling imprisoned by you offering and someone else ignoring your love. So it could go both ways, but you are healing and forgiving. And again, this maybe you have wealth in your family, so you have a lot of stability there, or it's associated with this King of Pentacles over here. The central energy is the Two of Pentacles. Why? And that just flipped over here in the middle of the deck. We have the Eight of Wands upright, which is a lot of positive communication back and forth, or travel. Maybe you made some quick trips during the holidays. This also could be the hours of love, expressing your feelings and desires, truly an energetic exchange between two people, even if you're not next to each other, with the King of Wands. So maybe there's a King of Wands in your life that you have a really good back and forth with. Maybe you work with them. Maybe they like you, but you're not really interested in them, but you're friends with them. You have a really good flow back and forth. Or maybe that's the King of Pentacles. But you have two men around you, and they're both upright and really good energies. One has a really good physical flow or energetic passion for things, and the other one's really responsible and hardworking, perhaps has Virgo in their chart. But after the King of Wands, this is what's coming up around him. Behind his back is someone offering help to the lovers over here, or a Gemini, and then someone else stealing whatever he's giving here and taking it back. It's like someone sneaking around, spying for the King of Wands to know what they're doing. So can you trust that person? Do they have your back? And again, too, you may have feelings for the King of Wands, because that's like the man of passion, the one you're passionate about. But maybe this one's more, is better for you. Maybe being challenged with relationship right now. Why is the Star card your challenge? Work issues. All right, maybe third-party issues. This is having lots of choices, heaven in your eyes. Maybe all that glitters is not gold. And can you find the right one? All right, is your talent for discernment on point? And this could be issues at work, getting along with people, or financial issues, or being a third party. And how do you know who's the one? How do you know which one's the right one to pick? And that could be work or in love. All right? And especially in the downturn here with this state of emergency, this can be brokenness or car breaking down, or having dealt with that recently in the past, or a breakdown of communication at work. Or maybe your workplace is just a mess and you don't want to deal, maybe you just don't want to deal with this mess anymore. The challenge is, how do I make my dreams come true? How do I know who's the one? How do I know which job is the one? And then your present moment is you being free, setting yourself free. After the Page of Pentacles is reversed, a child in need of help, money, or opportunity. This also could be a bad student, right? Someone who has trouble in school, or it can be someone who just doesn't learn their lesson the first time. And this can end up being an opportunist, right? Someone who depends on others to do the work for them. Someone now is learning, this is maybe someone who messed up in the past, someone who's young, learning how to spend money, and now they're learning to save and be more practical and grounded, which is really good. And you're finding that that's freeing you. Instead of wanting to be rich with great riches, finding the freedom in just being grounded and simple, right? Perhaps a losing battle of trying to make money, or letting go of the fight, right? And just going with the flow. And then we have this coming up, which is a really positive soulmate energy, whether it's a family member, a lover, a best friend, fond memories of the past, where there is passion offered here. And there's the star coming up again. Okay? And this can literally be, if you're the feminine, this could literally be you offering this to this masculine energy who's very loving. Someone who makes you feel free. But maybe they're not the one. Like maybe this one you're really passionate about. Maybe that one has all the money. Maybe this one, though, is the fool who's free but doesn't have much to their name, but makes you feel like a star, which is really good, and that makes you feel creative and growth, and you may feel desire towards them because of the way they make you feel. Maybe they make you feel like the star. So why do we have the Magician reversed here? Coming together right now. So this is that insecure energy here. A man perhaps without the tools or the know-how or the money, right? Who may feel insecure, coming together, sudden explosion, eruption, an epiphany. This can be an orgasm too, something that blows your mind. Or this is just a good, a party that was just such a good time. Or it just blew your mind and blew you out of the water. This can be a fight that happened at a party though as well. Or somebody got kicked out or fell or jumped to their death. I mean, that's possible. But this is a really happy occasion. Well, suddenly someone fell or embarrassed themselves, or got kicked out or fell from grace. So something bad happened, whether it was to you or someone around you, that you would normally see as something bad, right? Because they embarrassed themselves, or they fell from grace, or they fell and hurt themselves. But this was a blessing in disguise, because this is where the worst is over and the bliss sets in. But then it's like all of a sudden becoming insecure for no reason. Afraid to embarrass yourself. Maybe there's someone, maybe you're dating or seeing people, maybe you're just seeing more people than usual because it's the holidays, running into people. And maybe all of a sudden you get shy because you meet someone who's really important to you, and you're afraid to mess up in front of them. But because they make you feel so blissful. So it could be you and your insecurities here as well. And this would be Virgo, Gemini energy, but we got Scorpio and Aries there too. Aries is reversed, Scorpio's upright. You see yourself as the Knight of Swords reversed, perhaps holding your tongue with the family, business, or community, maybe not wanting to say what you really want to say. And this is Pisces energy. This can be Virgo too with the purity there. But this is like the secret or the family secret. Maybe you're the family. Maybe you're like you're seeing yourself as the best kept secret of the family. Maybe you have a psychic in the family. Maybe you have a really religious person in the family, or you have someone who's an aide to the family. Maybe there's someone who has a nurse or an aide, you know. Maybe again, this is the relative with the money who has an aide, or they're living in a facility that takes care of them, because maybe they can afford to have their parent in a facility. You are holding your tongue about what you really think, healing and forgiving. We have full exposure, sunshine, Leo and Pisces here, or Virgo. And this could just be Thanksgiving, you know, enjoying your time, but holding your tongue, knowing when to speak and when not to speak. Or you could be holding back an announcement. Maybe you didn't tell them everything about yourself because you're still healing and you didn't really want to open up too much to the family. What's around you is letting go, like putting your cards out on the table. What's going on with Pisces? Why are you seeing yourself as the Knight of Swords reversed? So in letting go after an announcement, a judgment, a wake-up call, and this could be, you know, you might have experienced something significant recently, whether it's a death, a breakup, the unusual event of the country. I mean, all this stuff might be a big wake-up call for you regarding deception. Or this also can be the lunar eclipse tonight and the dawning of the age of Aquarius. And to let go of your insecurities, right? It's like a wake up to stop. Why am I holding back and being so proper? Why don't I just be myself? Someone may have called you out on some kind of deception or financial stuff and not taking good care of your money. Maybe that's where you've learned now to save more and not be so irresponsible with money. Or again, there could be some kind of divorce or spirituality, break away from the norms, you know, some kind of alternative belief system here. Wanting to help others, awaken. You have the awaken card here. Destined to purge. You may have learned about the ascension journey, and maybe you want to go into that, or you've learned to let go from that and really be present in the moment. You may be it may have been hard to really enjoy your Thanksgiving because you may have been grieving something. So it's hard to really speak about it because you're still healing. The block for you is the Strength card, having strength or being too strong perhaps. Maybe it has to do with a pet. Maybe you want a pet. Or maybe your pet's giving you a hard time. You need to be very disciplined with your pet, just like you would be with a pet. It's like you're learning discipline about certain things, whether it's an animal and taking care of them, or your money or your bank account, or being around family. Maybe you didn't experience something recently. Maybe a friend experienced something, and it was painful for you too because it's your friend. It's really a growing up experience, though. You know, knowing when to speak and when to step back and hold back what you want to say. So there is strength. The block is about yours being strong, or Leo. And again, this is awakening. And ego, because the Strength card has to do with ego too. Your block has to do with your ego. Maybe you're destined to use your ego. Maybe you want to be famous. Maybe you're an actor. All right, we have Capricorn reversed and Libra upright here. Maybe you're learning to be strong regarding someone else's situation around you. Maybe you didn't understand why somebody was doing something they were doing, whether it's in a relationship or something else, and maybe now you do. Now you're being strong. Maybe you get it now. But that's your block, about being strong or about ego-related things, or a Leo or a pet, like I said. But the Page of Pentacles is upright now. It's no longer reversed. The Page of Pentacles was reversed here. Now it's upright. You may be starting something new, or you may be starting with someone new who doesn't have much, who's starting from the ground. Knight of Wands reversed. The player falling short or holding back your feelings. Maybe someone's shy about that, but this can be the player too. But maybe there's two of you who are players, so maybe you get each other. This can just be two people who are kind of frozen in the moment. You know, it's like, like freeze frame. That's what I'm getting, freeze frame. I don't know if you're actually doing that. Maybe you are playing. But these are the two who go out on the town and get in a lot of trouble. It also can just be falling off the wagon, falling off the horse, and both of you needing to learn to get back up on the horse again. Starting over, right? Ditching what's not working, what's broken, right? Ditching what's not working. This is physical, this is mental. And then starting over in manifesting, learning how to manifest together and be strong. Taming the inner beast, perhaps wanting to get a pet. And working hard. It's like you're hanging up your purse strings or your kid strings, like no longer a kid anymore. You've crossed that threshold from child to adult. And instead of expecting to automatically go right up in status, you're willing to let go of people and places and things that aren't working for yourself, that they're bad news, even if it means that you have to start from scratch. And this could be you or someone you're dealing with right now who's really responsible. But the Page of Pentacles is like there's a meeting here of two people. They may be very different, but they kind of really like each other. And they set each other free. Why is the Three of Wands reversed here? The Magician reversed. Again, the insecurity here, the manipulation, the loss of tools, or not having the tools and needing to get them. Maybe you need an education or go back to school and learn something. Inspired perhaps to do that. To surrender to whatever the wind takes you. And again, this is like she's like the wind. Like wanting to be like that. She's like the wind, going wherever the wind blows me. If it inspires me and frees me, that's the energy I want to go toward. The surrender. Looking back at the past, and this could be someone from the past that you just met again. And maybe causes you to surrender, to want to be free. This is peace. Someone just brought you peace. And that could be peaceful travels too, if you were just traveling. Implementing a new plan on how to spend your money, or what you want to do. Do you want to save it? Do you want to invest it? How do I want to use my money? Am I getting an inheritance? How am I going to use it? Do I want to spend it? Do I want to save it? Do I want to go back to work? Do I want to use it to go back to school? How am I going to grow that money? And then the Ace of Pentacles, which is saving, withholding, maybe dealing with withholding taxes. Maybe if you subcontract, you need to think about that ahead of time and put money aside for that. This is also playing hardball, getting ready for your brand new start. And you notice how the pentacles all come down into the one here at the pinnacle here. Like maybe I'll just take the one out of that. We don't have to spend the whole thing at once. Maybe I can just take one, play with it, and see how I do. Somebody might be deciding to play with stocks themselves. And we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So before, where you were withholding, now you're finding peace away from all that. Away from the strategizing about time, money, and effort, the withholding, and not worried about that. Now you're just freeing yourself. Be careful with Aquarius energy, because this was coming up under Aquarius. I don't know if you have an issue with an Aquarius, but Aquarius was coming up as a Queen of Pentacles upright, and in the middle of their read was someone who, you know, takes down others before they can hurt them. So maybe you need to be careful about how you treat the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Maybe she's more sensitive than you thought she was. And now you're finding peace by looking back and knowing that you can always start over. So let's see what else is coming up for Pisces. The Death card reversed, which can be dealing with after deaths. Maybe someone passed and you're still in that grieving period. This also can be a near-death experience or dark night of the soul. You can be dead tired, or this is that story that never ends, you know, the never-ending story. You know, clinging to something. But now there's new inspiration, you know. What's the next step in this strategy, the chess move? This is a child. There can be some Jewish energy here with the yarmulke. But again, it can be a very young, inspired energy here that gets you like out of that funk. And then we have the King of Cups. And Aquarius actually ended, I think. Was it Aquarius or Capricorn? I think it was Aquarius that ended on the King of Cups, which is unconditional love. There's a very loving energy here. They may be very young in passions, but very mature in emotions. And we have, let's see what signs you have here. You have Virgo reversed, Aries upright, Aquarius upright, and then Virgo or Gemini, either one of those here reversed. So Virgo's not coming up as positive energy in your read right now. You did have the Hermit was upright before, but now it's reversed. With this can be Virgo too. So we also have Leo upright. I mean, the fire energies are looking good in Aquarius for you. And then we have Scorpio reversed, and that's it for the major arcana. And the people in your read are the just you seeing yourself as the Knight of Swords, or unless that's someone's energy in your energy. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, so it's very young energy. The Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. And then we have another page here, the Page of Wands. And then here we have the King of Cups. I mean, that could be a father to you, or someone, this could be your actual father, or someone who's fatherly to you. I mean, these could be your siblings too. You know, you as the Knight here, and then the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands could be siblings. Maybe as Pisces, you're very much like your father, because father looks like Pisces energy too. Let's see why these are here. Why is the Death card reversed there? Being present to nothingness. This is like the Dead Sea, the desert, right? In a split, or something that was hard to take. A split, a divide, a lie, like needing the truth. It's like you're being very present and being more intuitive that way, to really pick up on the lies, the people who aren't being sincere with you. Maybe you need more clarity in a situation on how someone really is. You know, someone's keeping to themselves and not telling how they truly feel, and that could be you. And the Page of Swords. So, being present to some kind of split or lie and a need for clarity, but keeping to yourself to keep sane, and then all of a sudden spreading the word. Like right timing is coming up here. The Page of Wands, why? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is without peace here. She's stuck in her head. because of a Page of Cups or a message of love. And that can be Pisces for sure, but you could have fire in your chart too. There was a lack of peace between the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups here, fire and water or Pisces here. Regarding this Page of Wands, maybe this is, maybe someone you knew from high school or college or something. Maybe their mother didn't really care for you, and now it's not an issue anymore. Because there was no peace here, but there is here. Maybe this is a masculine energy who's made peace with that. That it's not up to, it's not about what makes somebody else happy, it's what makes you happy. You have to follow your own guidance. The King of Cups may have been very sad, suffering, or stressed out at night, perhaps purging, because of imbalances, an inequitable relationship, or debt. And then here is the Empress. And the Queen of Cups. This could be a mother and daughter. And some kind of imbalance here. Or maybe, it doesn't look like it's imbalance between these two. It looks like it could be debt, like overspending or something like that, of the King of Cups, perhaps. Or the King of Cups is sad and imbalanced, but he's upright. He's doing his own thing. Maybe you see this, especially if this could be you, and then the Empress, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups go together, but there's a mother involved here. So again, this could come up. There's definitely some kind of mother, whoever you just were dealing with, especially if they have water in their chart too. They have a mother who maybe didn't really care for you in the past. Maybe it's not such a problem now. Or maybe they were between you. It also could just be your relationship with your mother, and this is your brother over here. Maybe your brother's out of work, but everything's fine. Maybe he's with your mom. Or maybe you're with your mom and he's struggling for financial balance. He's good though. So either way, maybe you're just much more like your mom if that's you and your brother and your mom. Maybe you're learning to appreciate your relationship with your parents after the Thanksgiving holidays, seeing how other people relate to each other, maybe your relatives, their kids, and really appreciating your relationship. The bottom of the deck is Injustice. So we started out this read with Injustice with the Queen of Swords reversed. All right, this is somebody who walked away, and then somebody else perhaps being very patient and taking one step at a time and perhaps waiting. And the Queen of Swords could definitely be Libra energy here. So maybe she's been a patient angel, and this is maybe someone around you after somebody else walked away, right? And maybe this other person's not sleeping. There could be a lover here for sure. I don't know if that's your relationship or someone around you, but there's a lot of patience between these two people here. This one walked away and this one went forward with patience, but not happy. There is some kind of injustice that you've been experiencing, whether it's you, your friends, your family, and you just dealing with it all. But you definitely have some love suitors going on around you, and they all look actually positive. It's up to you to decide which one truly sets you free. Because like I said, you have one with money, one with a lot of passion, and one who doesn't have a lot of resources, but feels like a best friend and makes you feel like a star and sets you free. And that could be the Page of Pentacles. So it could be someone just starting out in their career. Okay, let's see here. So watch out for deception here. The Knight of Wands is reversed here, right here on that Page of Pentacles. Maybe there's someone who used to be a player, but gave that up. Running with the bulls, running with the bad boys, the Leo, the Sag. And this came up earlier for someone else too. The 30 is the Four of Wands, the home. And this is someone who's anxious about leaving home, you know, who's kind of afraid of the world. And here's the one who's out there doing whatever they want and getting in trouble and, you know, falling off the horse, perhaps drugs and addictions, or just playing around with the opposite sex. And here's this pure and innocent one. And this could be the way someone's seeing you, or vice versa. And this could be siblings too, a sister and a brother and a father. And that can be considered, that can be God as well. Or these are the negative influences and you are walking away from all that, right? The fear, the player, the one who tells you what to do. This is you walking away from all that, very confident. 27 is the Ace of Wands, being truly inspired. And here's that star being inspired to this soulmate relationship, like leaving all this crap behind. This could be, you know, siblings too. Like not wanting to deal with all that. I'm not going to let someone else tell me I have to do anything. I'm going to go live my own life, my dream. And then there's the door to spirit, allowing the purification to begin, opening those doors. Okay? As the storm comes in, right, to wipe the slate clean, and there's victory on the other side of that, so don't be afraid. You're in the indecision mode. That's us going into the read, right? You're very loving. Pisces, very much typical of this energy. Very loving energy, getting your wish. Very well-rounded. You're the dream weavers. You know, you take what Aquarius dreams up and you make it a reality. But here you feel indecision. Again, you may have multiple suitors here. Or this can be with family and brothers and sisters. Okay? And a father as well coming up here who may be very loving, but maybe you don't resonate with the life they're living. And you're like getting out of there. Door to spirit, setting myself free, purifying, allowing the storm warning to come in, not being afraid of anything, and having victory in the end. So there's really positive energy for you, Pisces. Actually, your read was probably the nicest of the reads today. I hope that was helpful for you. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, be good to yourselves. And yeah, sleep on it if you're confused today. Maybe you'll wake up with new insight. Rise and be loved. Bye.